Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Flip Dot Show. It's your host with the most, King Truth Rosenberg, Benny Bo, the one with the word, the one with the flow. We coming at you at 229, man. And we gonna have three videos for this. Adam22 crashes out. I mean Joe Budden crashes out on Adam22. We gonna watch Flacco's video and two other ones, and we gonna be out of here. And on to the next one. Let's go. Shout out to Poeta Flacco.
Has reignited the beef with Adam22 after today's episode of the Joe Budden podcast. It's been pretty quiet the last couple months for the Joe Budden and Adam22 beef. I haven't really seen any clips from their podcast dissing each other. We haven't really seen any type of big moments or real big progression in their beef. That's until today. On today's episode, Joe Budden capitalized off quite possibly the best gift he would get all year. And that's the announcement from Adam22 that No Jumper is going broke.
There's something that I've been hiding from you guys. No Jumper.
It was praise dancing listening to this, man. Joe Budden couldn't believe his ears, bro. Joe Budden finally felt vindicated because when Joe Budden and Adam22 sat down, Joe Budden fans went against him. They thought that Adam22 washed Joe Budden. They felt like Joe Budden and his crew was too emotional. And the fans was using the money argument to pretty much tell Joe Budden, stop hating. Adam is rich. His methods is working. You just hating because you don't got as much money as Adam. Joe Budden invited Adam on his podcast to essentially hold Adam accountable for things that he thought that Adam was doing wrong. But one of the things that he tried to confront Adam on that didn't go his way was re-uploading content once somebody passed away.
I got some smoke for you. Woo. Rest in peace to the Godfather, Kevin Samuels.
Rest in peace.
I don't like what you did after he died.
What?
It's disgusting.
What, re-uploading the parts of the interview?
Disgusting.
What did he do?
The nastiest performance I've ever seen.
What?
Why do y'all do that?
It's an insane position for somebody in media to hold.
Please.
What is your job as a content creator? Your job is to make content and get that content out to the people who want to see it.
False.
Somebody dies. There is a huge demand for that content. You re-upload it. People see it on their subscription feed. They click on it because this is a very talked about thing. People are literally mourning.
I can't even listen to this.
What is the part?
That is disgusting.
Give me a coherent argument against re-uploading content when that person is extremely newsworthy.
On average, the average hip-hop fan is probably more pro Joe Budden than they are Adam22 for a multitude of reasons. I think one factor is Adam is white and they feel like Adam is a stranger. But when this happened, and the comment section was so pro Adam, that should tell you that it was probably a bad argument and not a hill to die on. You know, the comments saying Joe being a morality police is wild. The crazy part is the No Jumper interview with Kevin Samuels was positive. Joe thought he had Adam under pressure, but Adam actually held his ground quite strongly here. Completely agree with Adam. These dudes are reaching. Joe Budden and Adam B started way before this. This was just like the icing on the cake of, yeah, we don't get along. We're going to stay in our own corners and just diss each other. Because the last time I felt like Joe Budden and Adam was on good terms, Adam felt like Joe Budden betrayed him. Because when Adam was going through that entire cancellation, Joe Budden convinced Adam to do the first interview on some type of radio program Joe Budden was doing at the time, you know, like online radio. And he felt like Joe Budden sort of backdoored him, sort of, you know, caught him off guard and pressed him instead of being a safe haven for him. And Adam just always took that with him. And this is not a one-sided thing. Whenever Adam gets a chance to go off on Joe Budden or to make him look bad, Adam takes the opportunity too.
Man, I got the podcast game on my back right now. Joe Budden had Tasha K come all the way out to Jersey and do a multiple-hour interview. She was happy about it when I seen her, and he's not dropping it. He's scared to death of Cardi B. Scared to death of Offset. He don't want to have another run-in the mall with the QC goons like he did. Remember, Everyday Struggle was actually really entertaining before QC told him that he wasn't allowed to talk about their artists anymore. And that's when you saw him really simmer down, brought the temperature down a whole lot. But, I mean, if you're Tasha K and you went all the way to Jersey to do an interview that when I talked to her, she was real happy about the interview, and he's not dropping it because he's scared of Cardi B, like, what kind of shit is that? That's not why I got in the podcast game. I didn't get in the podcast game to be running around acting like a hoe. Hoe Budden, you acting like a hoe, and nobody respects it. Your fans are losing interest.
I've seen another clip, and Joe Budden does indeed play this clip as a reminder, where Adam22 did an Instagram story where he said that him, DJ Academics, and Vlad TV are the big three, and Joe Budden is too broke to fit in that big three. Joe didn't forget those words. So when Joe heard the announcement that No Jumper was on the rocks or struggling, Joe did a praise dance, man, thanking God for this blessing. Because when he walked to that podcast, bruh, it felt like they were celebrating a new podcast deal, bruh. That's how happy they were. So Joe Budden started off damn near celebrating, right? Playing praise and worship, sounding the horn. You would think that somebody just got married or something, man. The way Joe Budden was celebrating the No Jumper news.
Our good brother Adam22 recently put out a video. We had Adam22 on our show.
Man, podcasting is the new streets. Usually when we hear
That's a good one.
combination this strong, it usually comes
Podcasting
from
is
a
the new
beef that's so
streets.
serious as in the
Should
streets.
they make
Now
should they making it like
podcasting
that?
beef is
Yeah.
just as serious. When Joe Budden says God don't play about me, God spun the block on my behalf, that would assume that their beef has gotten to a point where it's beyond podcasting, that Adam has done something to him so treacherous that he feels a hatred in his heart for Adam. Now, I do know Joe Budden did have an issue with No Jumper covering some lady, who claimed Joe Budden put hands on her, and she was showing pictures, and like we covered it. So Joe Budden, I guess that's what he's referring to when he says God don't play about me. But I feel like this is sort of being overstated. Bro, Adam, for the most part, don't have a money issue. I just know from me asking how much Adam made off of the Lena tape and how much he makes off of Plug Talk and other things, but Adam don't have a money issue. But No Jumper as a business, No Jumper paying multiple people the operation, he's saying, listen, we're getting to a point where it's about to be an L. So the L hasn't come yet. He's just saying the L looks like it's coming, and we got to do things to prevent it. Now, Joe Budden will say, even though he's celebrating on Adam's downfall, they don't have no issues. And he will even reveal that Adam actually hit him up to do a podcast when he got to New York, but he dubbed it because he didn't want to sit down with Adam again.
But anyway, Adam has put out a clip. And this is like friendly smoke. This ain't real smoke. Because I hate to see, that's a lie. Let me not lie. Let me not lie. I don't hate to see it.
I thought he was trolling.
That's not true.
Honestly,
I
when it
thought
went
so
out,
too.
I thought some April Fool's.
Well, let me be clear. Adam ain't broke. I'm just having fun with one of the people that I like to have fun with when they hit their head.
Completely rewired how humans interact with each other. And this right here is one of the examples. If I would have played you this clip, let's say 20 years ago, and I say person A is saying this about person B when they're going through a hard time, you would say, oh, he must hate him. Oh, they hate each other. But because of online, I guess like how online has pretty much changed our personalities, you could do this as a content creator and it still be all love, right? You just, it's for the sport of it, right? It's for the love of the game. Now,
Competition.
Joe would actually touch on why he believes
It's like a competition. It's like this. Yeah, it's part of the game.
A simple mistake, but it was actually foresight to be able to see that. With the pandemic going on, nobody knew that this was temporary. Nobody knew that this was not going to be our way of life moving forward. Who would have knew, right? This was something that we've never seen before. So when you are involved or currently in the middle of something that lasted for years, that never happened before, bro, after the first year of the pandemic, this was your new way of life. So whatever you was currently doing here, you just assume this is the new way of life moving forward and it's going to stay here. So unless you have, I guess, like a crystal ball, you probably wouldn't have predicted that the numbers would have went down and things would have gotten better, because at that particular time, bro, you turn on the news, it was like doomsday, right? It was nothing but bad news about our future. So, I don't think I can blame him for not seeing the foresight, all right? Now, Joe also said something in this clip very profound that I really, really want y'all to hear, because this is some really good game, like really great game. After I heard this, I'm now changing up my entire game plan moving forward. Right? Like I have a podcast that's launching soon. I really took this advice to heart. So I hope y'all held on to every word Joe just said. Because this right here to me will probably be the difference between the content creators who you see still doing content in 5 to 10 years and the content creators who are not doing content in 5 to 10 years. When we put our lives on YouTube, on Instagram, on these platforms, man, and to think that they can just take it away like this, is absurd. So what Joe is speaking towards is building a direct-to-consumer model, taking away the middlemen like YouTube, et cetera, right? Now, Joe got a deal with Patreon to where Joe is actually like creative director. So he's actually on Patreon, but in terms of being paid, right? Joe is saying, yo, have the consumers pay you directly, right? Instead of getting paid off of ad revenue, have them give you their $5 a month. Instead of taking the money from, let's say, the Snapchat show, have your own website and have them pay you directly for your shorts. And to me, that's a model that makes sense. And essentially, what Joe is saying is use this YouTube, use the Snapchat, use the Instagram, use the algorithm essentially as ads. Use it as ads, but the ads should be for something that you own, something that directs back to you, something that's consistent that you can rely on. And to me, this is really great, man. So, I'm definitely taking this advice moving forward with my personal affairs. I hope y'all take it too, okay? But y'all let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think about this, man? All right, do you guys feel like Joe Budden was too hard on Adam, man? Do you guys feel like No Jumper is really going broke, or is it a play? But if you're still watching, click on this video here somewhere on my screen to find out why this street interviewer was beaten and assaulted and attacked for asking this particular question. Find out what question she asked that got her beaten.
And traveling down, back the same. Like, cracking the same, man. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe for more of this good content we got going on here at TNN Trappers Network. Good news you can use. Get out of Gito. You can't get nobody's college Gito. Big dog. Tap in with that.
Shout out to
sure
Trap, man.
Tap in with that good. Tap in. You feel me? Get to that good content. Get to that good content. Get to that good content. You feel me? Like, comment, subscribe. Get into that. Notification bell. Hit all. Stay tapped in for the list. Integrated is what we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. Like, comment, subscribe, notification bell, hit all, stay tapped in for the latest and the greatest. I need y'all to make sure that y'all get into this good news you can use, this good knowledge. You can't get nobody's college. Make sure y'all always hit that like, hit that comment, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. And I need y'all to make sure that y'all drop a comment, because the best comment between now and 25,000 subscribers will get a $100 cash app. So make sure y'all tap in with that tap in. We're gonna get into this, man. Big shout out to where we get this content from today. Shout out to Never Gave Up, man. Big shout out to Never Gave Up. It looks like he's running up a fundraiser, so make sure y'all show some love to his fundraiser. Big shout out to Never Gave Up. We're using this content today. Make sure y'all show bro some love, like, comment, subscribe. We finna get into it. Let's go.
He just doing over here.
Now the streets is talking about Adam22 of No Jumper, saying that No Jumper is going broke. Now, we had to see what the Podfather Joe Budden had to say about this. Y'all know Adam22 is one of his arch rivals, okay? So we got to check this out. Like the video and subscribe. Let's get it.
Our good brother Adam22 recently put out a video. And I will pull the video up in a second. He put out a video recently talking. That's my...
Now, again, I don't think that Adam really thought this, but let's just say hypothetically he thought this. Why would you think COVID numbers will sustain outside of COVID? But I don't think he really thought that. I think he's just saying that because he has to say what he has to say to make sure that legal situation goes the way he wants it to go. But in case he really did think that, why would you think that?
My problem, it'd be too many niggas speaking on shit. They don't know what they're talking about. That just is out here making fucking mistake after mistake after mistake. And I can't come in here and say it because I'm going to look away and then they're going to say, Joe Budden, you pause this. Why would you think that, Adam? Or anybody for that matter? This is the same thing I told the stupid Clubhouse people. A lot of people got gas during the pandemic.
They did.
Yo, a lot of people thought it was up. Some of y'all was smelling your own shit too much during that pandemic because you...
That pandemic situation was crazy, bro. Like, it was really a false sense of reality. People touched money they had never seen before and has never seen again.
Survived. You stretched your little PPP money or saw spikes in areas where you didn't normally before.
Niggas ain't just survive. Niggas live, thrive.
Niggas went, live.
Thrive.
It was a little different. You know, some niggas live, made money they never made before in their life. Fuck girls they never fucked before. Drove cars I saw it.
Yeah.
Oh God, niggas was in them Lambos and them Vets and them Raris and them Roses and them Maybachs. Niggas was driving everything. Niggas was doing everything, man. Shout out to those who did it for that time, man. What a time to be alive. You had to be there, boy. You had to be there. YOLO.
I saw it
a lot. And it was inflated by that was the time where streamers were getting extra bumps from all the different
Everywhere.
spots. You know what I mean?
Why would you think that things would continue that way once people were allowed to be outside? That's a mistake.
A lot of people with too much faith in this internet shit.
Anyway, back to my Adam clip.
No jumper.
Oh, rewind it. No, we don't want to hear rewind. Hold up.
A video. To highlight the mistakes you want to avoid making. We have this thing we do where and I will pull the video up in a second. You put out a video and I will pull the video up in a second. Avoid making so that you don't. At Parks's, we pressed him a little bit, got a lot of bad years ago telling me about all the money that Adam made.
Here, y'all. And we off into the next one, man. Peace. We out.